A very good morning. It's Mark here. Tuesday, February the 4th, 7:45 Eastern, 12:45 GMT. US session about to get underway and about just under 2 hours until Wall Street opens. Let's see where we stand this morning. US dollar index, which was a strange pattern yesterday, strange behavior. As you can see, there was a real huge gap up to start the week. Remember, closed at 108.33 at the end of last week, opened up yesterday, Monday, at 109.51. But interesting how it came all the way back down. Sellers controlled the day and pretty much ended the day where it started. To start off today, there's been a small gap up from yesterday's close at 108.29, opened this morning at 108.56. But right now, not very far away from yesterday's close. The trend is certainly still up. You can see a series of higher highs and higher lows, notwithstanding the strange pattern formation yesterday. Buyers looking to maintain above this 108 number and looking to test 109, where sellers, I believe, will be looking to test and break below the support of 108. Let's have a look at S&P. Where we had the big gap down to start the week yesterday, but then buyers stepped in and brought it all the way back up to close at 6,026. So buyers controlled the day yesterday, downtrend still intact, and then to start today in pre-market trading, a gap up again at 6,053, and you can see now back where it finished yesterday. And for traders, I think it's worth mentioning and noting just to be aware of the gap up and gap down that happens. And if you are going to leave your trades open, just be aware that the gap up or gap down, it often ends up back where it started. But if you don't leave enough breathing room, obviously that could affect your open positions. Sitting right now at 6,018, the 6,000 level, that pivotal 6,000 level, that's where it is. You can see it just on the chart. Buyers looking to maintain above that 6,000 level, and I believe we'll be looking to break above this resistance area where it opened a little bit higher today but hasn't been able to maintain. That's what buyers will be looking for, above 6,000 and then above the intraday resistance at 6,056, where sellers, of course, will be looking below that 6,000 level. Gold marches on relentlessly. Wow, there it is, 2,821. Yesterday, we saw that record high of 2,830. Buyers will certainly be looking to test that level again. Weak US dollar will add or contribute to the strong gold move. So buyers looking above that 2,830. Sellers, first target on the downside would be the 2,800 area, which is the 2,806 being today's intraday support at this point before the US session does get started. Brent oil. The downtrend has been very, very strong. We've seen that. And there we see it again today. Have a look at that. A new yearly low at 74.79, 75.38 being the open. Buyers will be looking to get back above that 75 level, to get back above today's intraday high at 75.64. Sellers going to be looking to maintain below the 75 level. This is a really strong downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, and buyers just aren't able to stop this real strong sell-off that we've seen. Bitcoin. Yesterday, we had an extremely wide trading range, over $10,000 from a low of 91,300, and then all the way up here to almost 103,000, 102,600. Like I say, over $10,000 trading range. To start off today, sellers have been in control from an open of 101,450, have already established a support below that 100,000 level, 97,900, let's call it 98,000. At this point, that $100,000 mark, looking like a pivotal number. The trend on the daily trend is still down. You can see that. But I think for trading purposes, unless this is really long-term work, maybe on the shorter time frames, there are nice gains to be had with such a large trading range. But because the moves are sharp and the moves are volatile, I would recommend giving the market room to breathe, as opposed to really tight stops either way, because that's hard to handle in such a volatile market. Good trading, and I will see you at the end of day session, which will be at around 5 p.m. Eastern time. Good trading.